Human Lite by Mixed-In Key is a MIDI plugin included with all paid versions of Pro Tools. Human Lite transforms music that is robotic in its timing, adding the nuances found in human performances. To start using Human Lite, make sure that you've first downloaded and installed the plugin. You'll find the installer in Avid Link or your Avid account. For new users, Avid Link will automatically install it as part of the Pro Tools installation and activation process. The first time you load Human Lite, it'll require authorization. This is done by entering your email address. Mixed-In Key will then send you a VIP code to enter, and then you're all set. You'll only have to authorize the first time that you use Human Lite on your computer. Now you're ready to start humanizing. So let's take a closer look at how to use Human Lite. Here we have a simple tropical house-style track, consisting of some drum instruments which are on individual channels and some melodic elements such as chords, bass line, and a melody. First of all, I'll play it back to let you hear. So what we want to do is humanize it using Human Lite. There are two different types of tracks we have here: stereo audio tracks and also MIDI tracks, or instrument tracks, as they're called in Pro Tools. So what I want to do is add an instance of Human plugins to each channel individually, and each instance of Human plugins will connect to one another and work together. So we do that in Pro Tools by going to the inserts here. We just type in here, Human, select Human Lite, and it's a stereo track. So what you have here is the main control which changes the amount of humanization. In the Lite version, you're limited to the loose and funky setting, but with the full version, you get lots of different settings to control how much humanization is applied. You can bypass each individual plugin up here. You can find the settings here and you can change the type of instrument being affected. So for this first track, which is a kick, I would choose drums. I'll close this down and then I'll put another instance on each channel like this. I can simply copy the plugin down onto the next channel by holding Option and dragging. Using the MIDI version of Human Lite is much the same, except we're adding it as a MIDI effects plugin. It's important that you add it before the instrument as an insert on the software instrument channel. As you can see here, I've got pilot chords on the second slot, and I should put the MIDI effects version of Human Lite here. And there we go. And because it's chords, we should change this to piano. Next, we'll go to this track, which is the bass line, and we'll move these inserts down to make space above the instrument. We'll do the same again. MIDI effect plugin, Human Lite, and as this is a bass line, we'll change this setting to bass. And then the final one is the melody. Again, Human Lite MIDI, and I'll set this to synth. Now we can close the user interface and all the plugins will work together to create a dynamic time variation, which is not constant. It's continually changing to give that humanized effect. Let's play it back and you can hear it's got a little bit more life and a humanized feel to it. It's a subtle effect. It's not meant to be extremely obvious to hear. We can do a quick A/B comparison, switching between having no effect and having the effect. Just turn one of the knobs down and they go down on every instance of Human. Let's play with the plugins bypassed. It sounds okay, but it's very rigid in terms of the rhythm. So we'll turn up the knob and play again with the effect on. As you can see, Human Lite is the perfect songwriting companion for adding the magic of humanized performances to your music.